display will be the French Navy Atlantique ATL2 getting airborne to go off and hold, after which we'll be seeing the final Italian display of the day by the T326A Master. Ben on the roll. And it's the French Navy that's about to entertain us, and I really do mean entertain us, with a tremendous display from an aircraft we haven't seen in the flying programme at the ATL2 ATL2. Well, it was procured by some NATO nations, France and West Germany were the original customers, followed by the Netherlands and Italy. But this ATL2 is a very different beast. Developed as Soviet submarines became ever harder to detect and surface vessels more difficult to counter. New weapon and sensor systems were provided to the ATL2, and the result with these new build aircraft for the French Navy is a very capable intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance platform indeed. Until 1987. It's described as a mid-wing monoplane with a so-called double-bubble fuselage comprising a pressurised crew compartment above an unpressurised 9-metre weapon bay. The latter will be on full display in the coming minutes. The last of the better ATL2 models was delivered in 1995. And we're going to see this one, which comes to us from Flottille 23F of the French Naval Air Arm, the Aéronautique Navale at Blainville near Lorient, coming in for an underside pass, and note the turret extended and the weapons bay open. Show there, a dummy AN-39 Exocet air-to-surface missile, one of this aircraft's arsenal of weapons. Depth chargers and torpedoes can also be carried for conventional maritime roles. These aeroplanes also escort submarines from France's strategic naval forces to dissuade hostile activity in the Atlantic. But apart from the original maritime role of these aeroplanes, since the end of the Cold War, the ATL2s, like other platforms such as the RAF's long-retired Nimrod MR2s and the like, has found new purpose performing overland ISR, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance in current operational theatres. Since its introduction to service in the 1960s, the Atlantique has been operated by France, Germany,
Italy, the Netherlands and Pakistan. It utilises a crew of 14 with a capacity for either 14 passengers or a full relief crew in order to make full use of its 18 hours endurance and exceptional 5,600 mile range.
And they've been used for some very interesting missions in recent years. In 2013, Opération Serval, the French effort to force jihadist militants out of Mali, saw Atlantiques being used as bombers with Paveway 2 laser-guided bombs in their weapons bays. Here, showing you a typical search and rescue support configuration. That's one of this aircraft's other taskings, but they've been vital in the efforts of French Fighter Strike Group. They've been out to Djibouti to perform sorties over the Red Sea, to the Persian Gulf, flying from Romania and Bulgaria. They've been performing Black Sea operations, flying over the Mediterranean from Greece, and missions over Cyprus, the Baltic, the North Sea, and the Atlantic. These aircraft are undergoing upgrades and life extension programs. They should be in service for many years to come. And the aircraft we've just seen is one of the last few Standard 5 ATL2s still flying. Most of them have been updated to Standard 6 with a new multifunction radar, tactical computers, an upgraded acoustic suite, and other changes. 7 aircrew on board the aircraft today. On the flight deck was the pilot, Lieutenant de Vesta. Flight engineers were Master Chief Petty Officer Patrice and Chief Petty Officer Maxime. How nice also to hear the note of 2 Rolls-Royce Tyne turboprops. This, one of very few production aircraft types to use the Tyne, and it's the last still in service following the retirement of the Transon C-160 twin-turboprop transports. Into land, another aircraft then that's been part of our Eyes in the Skies operational theme at RIAT 25.